Wikipedia.
It's Wikipedia.
I'll call it Wikipedia. Maybe I can get the creator of Wikipedia on here to determine that.
Oh, yeah, that's. I don't know. This is crazy. You've thrown me off. All right,
it's the GIF thing, I think.
Yeah. So 6'1", 233. I'm really 6'2", 38.
Oh wow. So you'll have that.
Yeah, but I said I was. I mean, that was the weight that I used for years. Height and weight, 6'1", 233. So
that's understandable. It says you were born in Deerfield, Illinois.
Yeah, that's correct.
You attended Western Michigan University and played on their football team.
Correct.
Did any of your football skills translate to pro wrestling? I see a lot of people who train in the two, and they tell me things like bear crawls, like that'll help them. Like, was there anything that you took from that helped?
Just that I was athletic, and then I was doing NCAA Division I conditioning drills, and then I went to wrestling. And for some reason, I assumed that when I was wrestling, I wouldn't be able to take the conditioning, and I got there, and I was like, oh, I can handle this.
So were you in WWE Developmental with Bill Demott by chance?
No. Well, when I was there, I was at OVW. He was at Deep South.
Okay. So I was going to say that you may have needed that then.
And that was one of the reasons, I had the choice of going to Louisville or Atlanta, and I knew Bill Demott was in Atlanta, and I heard what he was doing to the guys down there, and I had no desire to go there, so I chose OVW.
OVW still around, still kicking
to
this day. It says you graduated in 2002 with a degree in business marketing.
That's right.
Nice. Have you used that yet?
No.
Well, it's obviously a good fallback plan. Is that something you would recommend to somebody who's going all in on pro wrestling? Make sure you get your college education, or at this point, is that the smartest thing to do with our student loan situation?
Yeah, that's awful. I don't know. Everything I learned from wrestling, I learned from wrestling. Like, I don't want to deter anyone from getting a college education, but it's nothing that's helped me out.
It has two names listed as one of your finishing moves: the Chicago Skyline and the Cabana Special. Which do you prefer?
I don't know what the Cabana Special is.
Damn you, Wikipedia.
So I would say my two finishers are the Chicago Skyline and the Billy Goat's Curse.
Yeah, it has the Colt 45 listed as a finish on here as well.
That was an old one I used to use, but I don't use it anymore because it completely ruined my shoulders and lower back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It says you became friends with Matt Capitelli while at Western Michigan University, who went on to participate in WWE Tough Enough. That's
true. He was one of my buddies.
Did you all know that you all were going to get into the pro wrestling business, or is it just one of those by chance things?
It's funny. I remember one of the first days we were at the computer lab, like during football, and like everyone was checking sports stuff, and I was like on like woowrestling.com, which was like an independent wrestling site in 1998. And I told him that I was into wrestling, and he had kind of understood. And then I stopped football after my freshman year, and then I got into professional wrestling my freshman year. And then he was always like, I'd always tell him about it, and he was always very interested in it. He always wanted to come, but I would never wrestle around Kalamazoo. And then, years later when Tough Enough came out, he signed up, and then I think we would email or chat back and forth. It was kind of funny, but he was always very interested in asking me about the independent wrestling scene.
Now, perhaps the most interesting on your Wikipedia are all of your entrance themes. Among those included Say Aye 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 by the Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah.
Super Freak by Rick James.
Yeah.
Copacabana by Barry Manilow.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the Noise by Public Enemy and Anthrax.
Maybe.
Calling Out by Presence.
Yeah.
The Freaks Come Out at Night by Houdini.
For sure.
Colt Cabana by Barry Manilow and Kid Russell.
Remixed by Kid Russell, yes.
Anarchy by Peter Northcote and Lindsay, I can't pronounce that name, Jehan?
Oh, that's the shitty WWE one. I think it was Anarchy 7.
Oh, Anarchy 7. See, it's the details, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It's the details. And Boom Boom by Kid Russ and the Girth Stones, obviously.
Yes.